Good evening, folks. It looks like we are live. If someone can please tell me in the chat that you can see and hear me, and we will get into it tonight. Good to see familiar faces there in the chat. Jose, Sherry, good to see you all. Now, Mark is still on his way home, so not going to be here with us tonight. I'm going to be filling in for him once again. So, hey, Sherry, loud and clear. Thank you, Sarah. Well, thank you, Jose. Well, we'll get straight into it. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the daily Team Life Change Prospecting Bootcamp. My name's Clive Jeffrey, and I'm filling in tonight for Mark Lalonde, who is still on his way back from his Guns N' Roses concert. So, without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. What we do is, I'm just adjusting my camera here. What we do is we meet daily at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's basically to give a quick introduction for all the new people on how to go about getting set up and ready to build your business. And then we get into some live prospecting here on Facebook. So what I'm going to do now is basically just share my screen and just show you what you need to do as a new member, and also as for existing members, this is what you should get your new people that you bring on board to do. So just bear with me 1 second here while I share my screen. Okay, now you should basically be able to see my screen there. Let's get rid of some of this noise on the sides. Now this is the Team Life Change Facebook page. I mean, a group. It's a secret group, so you're going to have to get invited in here by your sponsor. And for sponsors, what you need to do is probably put your new people's email address that they use to register with Facebook, because as I say, it's a secret group. It can't be found and searched. You will then get an email sent to you, which you can accept to gain access to the group. So don't forget to check your spam folders if you can't see the email in your inbox. Important thing to note about the Facebook group: all announcements are made in here, but they are done in several other places as well, like our group chat, which is, let me just find it here, the team chat. You want to make sure that you are inviting your new people into this chat as well. And so if you're not, if you've joined and you haven't been brought into the group or this chat, hit your sponsor up or get hold of me and I'll get you hooked up. So all you do is you go in here and add friends to chat, click on that, and you literally just type their name, and then it'll bring up the person, and it's done. Click done and it's done. This is proving to be a really good tool. People chat in here through the day, any questions, problems you're having, just sharing successes and struggles, and you get answer and feedback pretty much straight away in real time. No matter where you are in the world, there's always someone up doing something. So definitely make sure you get on that chat. Just back to the group itself, as I say, announcements are made in here, like the daily link for the daily webinars, corporate calls, and other training videos and the like. But everything is all recorded and held on our team training site, which I'll get to shortly. What I wanted to show you, one other thing here, is in the files section up here. Be sure to come and check this out as well. Get familiar with it. This top one is the most important, probably, because if by chance the team website has a password change, whatever reason Mark may decide to change the password, the new one will be put in here. So if for some reason you can't get into the teamlifechange.org, and that's .org, make sure you don't type in .com.org. It'll be because you need to come and get the latest password and username from here. So that's just in the file section at the top. Next thing, again, there's prospecting scripts, corporate calls and training replays, and the Start Here videos. Excuse me. Again, all this information is on our team site, which Mark is in the process of developing. This is what it looks like when you get to it. You log in, and this is where you type in the username and password. If by chance you don't have it, you can get it from that file section. We log in, and this is basically everything in one spot for our team. Here you've got the pip or the plugin process, and all new members, this is all you have to do, bring your new members to this site, get them to follow these instructions here. So for you, as you are bringing new people in, sponsoring new people in, all you've got to do is get them to follow these steps here. So there's no thinking or remembering what you have to do. Bring them in here, and it's literally paint by numbers. And the whole idea is to have tools in place for the team to duplicate like crazy, and it's certainly proving to be that way. These are all live links. You can literally click through to the relevant page to do the task required. As I say, just work your way through them all. Here again is a visual guideline as to how to go ahead and set up your free account, and again, how to find how to bring people into the Facebook group, where to put their name. So basically, just go ahead and follow the instructions here. These steps, like going to the training areas, are all up here, and you can find them across these tabs across the top. Excuse me. Now, again, I suggest strongly that if you're new to network marketing, even if you have been in for a while, come and check out this Network Marketing 101. There's free training tools in here. This is the Eric Worre's GoPro book, the full version. It's an audio version of it. You can just download it and listen to it. I strongly recommend that you do that. It goes through 7 steps to prospecting, and that's pretty much what we implement while we're doing what we do here on Facebook. Again, below that, there's just different training, inspirational videos, and interviews of $1 million earners, and very, very good, uplifting stuff. And you're going to learn a lot from it. They explain and talk about exactly how they got to where they are. So, as I say, for new and old members, definitely go check that out. Also, you'll be directed, if you're going through the getting started, the plugin process, to the getting started videos. And as I say, these tabs are pretty much where you're getting brought to. I'll just quickly show you. There's the 2 videos to go through and get started. It tells you exactly what to do. And again, for duplication purposes, this is just ideal. You don't have to remember anything. You just got to point, guide, and direct. It's as simple as that. The leadership webinars, again, just listed. We do these trainings every day. The latest ones get uploaded here, and I recommend that you watch the latest 2. Obviously, you can go back and watch as many as you want, but at least the latest 2 to give you a good idea of what we're all about. Any specific trainings have a description next to them, and again, they are well worth checking out as well. Now, corporate calls, again, they were both in the Facebook group, and you'll get directed to them in that plugin process. But again, you want to come and listen to the latest 2. Again, these are pretty much testimonials, and great for, excuse my dog's barking in the background, great for just hearing other people's experiences on the product. Now this prospecting scripts, that again, as I say, I showed you where they are in the Facebook group in the files section. They will be brought over here as well. We're just tidying those up, and they'll be in here. So everything's going to be in one spot. Questions. There is a frequently asked questions on the normal standard company replicated site. As I say, this is pure. This site here, what I'm showing you now, is for our team only. One of the benefits of joining our team. We're going to have not only frequently asked questions here, but if you have any questions that you come across that you can't find answers to, you'll be able to come in here. There'll be a video explaining the process to get those questions answered in a thorough way. Mark's upline has access to all the top science staff, everything for the company, so we'll get answers back very quickly. Samples, again, there we have our own sample sites where you can come along, send people to, and they can come in here, check them out. Again, this is only our team. Mark has developed these. It basically tells them step by step what they need to go through to organize their samples, and as I say, step by step, and these are all personalized to each of us. So there's going to be an explanation there of how you go about organizing your own site in this video area here. So I'll just show you while we're here. As I say, it explains exactly what you've got to go through, how to get it, and then there's men's and women's, and depends which one you click on. It takes you through to your own PayPal account, and they can be ordered directly from you, and then you can ship them out. So again, that's all explained in the getting started videos, which are, let's go back there, the getting started training over here. Everything tells you step by step what to do there. Now there's a couple of, this one particular one here, recruiting for pros. This is an advanced training. Not everyone's going to want to do this. It's different. It's an additional thing to do to what we're going to be doing here, prospecting on Facebook shortly. But if you want to pick up the phone and start dialing and are serious about building your business very thorough, very quickly, then this training is going to be ideal for you. It's there's training by Todd Falcone, who's a master network marketer and trainer. He gives you this free training all the way through here, all the scripts that you need to use and how to implement them. Here's your scripts and the training. As I say, work your way through this and become a fearless networker, as Todd says. So that's, as I say, it's optional. Don't, if you're just new in here, don't be scared away by it. Nothing's compulsory at all. It's there if you want to go and check it out. But the beauty of what we do here, prospecting on Facebook, is that it's ideal for those people who don't want to, pick up the phone just yet. Maybe something that you'll do down the track. But this is what we do on Facebook is, a lot easier, a lot less intimidating, and works just as well. So with that said, just want to click on here, this Go for No training, as I mentioned last night. This, as I say, I pretty much view this as compulsory. If you haven't watched it yet, please go ahead and do so. And as I say, watch it for the first, if you're only new here, I'd say watch it at least once a week for the first month, and then, keep referring back to it if you're having a tough day. Specifically, this one here, it's a 40-minute training by Andrea Waltz and Richard Fenton, who wrote the book Go for No, and it's a great mindset shift. Basically, they have a formula which makes total sense, that failure is in itself a part of the process towards success, because just like a baby falling down before it can walk, we need to get no's before we can get yeses. So, and they compare it to like people like Edison that went through 10,000 different ways that he found 10,000 different ways that a light bulb doesn't work before he found the one that did. So keep that in mind. It's a different mindset shift, and it'll keep you on those tough days when you feel like you're getting nothing but no's. Don't worry about it. It's a good thing, and that training will help you realize that it's a good thing. And this interview up here was by Ray Higdon about how he took this on this mindset and approach and went from standing start to earning $40,000 a month in 7 months just by going for no's. So very inspirational stuff. As I say, I view it pretty much as compulsory training. So that's it for the introductory part of the training. And as you can see, it's all very duplicatable. All you've got to do is get people here to this webinar, and we will point and guide and direct them to the rest of the process. And everyone has access to this, so you can see how easy it is and why the team is growing the rate it is, because it is just so duplicatable. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing and come back and just double check if we've got any questions. Hopefully that all made sense. Welcome again, everyone that is here. Good to see you all in the chat. Now, if anyone's got anything specific before we get started, please do it now. Lisa, if you want to come out, or anyone else wants got stuff that they want to share, please feel free just to let me know, and I'll bring you on out. And we can learn from each other's experiences. So I'll just give it a few minutes here. Oh, sorry, minutes. I won't wait that long. A few seconds. So if someone wants to, just allow for the delay. If someone wants to come out, got something to share, by all means, please do. Right, not looking like we're getting any hands raised or volunteers. So with that, I'm going to get straight into it and do what we're here to do, and that is to prospect, meet people, and ask them if they're open to take a look. Simple as that. So I'm going to share my screen again. So I just let you know that I can't see the chat while I am sharing. So I'll come back at the end and see if there's any questions. So please feel free to write any questions in there, and we will go get onto some prospecting. So here we go. So back in Facebook now, you can probably see my page. So what we do here is basically a three-step process, and we do this every day. As Jim Rohn says, if you can master the mundane, you can become very wealthy. And it's not rocket science. It's simply going through the process on a daily basis. That's why we have these trainings every single day, because it's a consistency that counts. And it's the compound effect of small activities done consistently over time that mount up. There's another great book by Jeff Olson, The Compound Effect, or The Slight Edge, as well as, and The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Both those books are well worth the read if you haven't read them. So basically what we do here is we go out and meet people initially to keep our funnel full. Then we go ahead and follow up with people that we've reached out to, and then we start new conversations. And doing that process on a daily basis, we've always got new people to talk to and ask them, as I say, with the goal in mind of asking them if they are open to take a look. And we don't care whether they say yes or no, because the numbers, if we do them consistently enough, will always work in our favor. It's a universal law. So just have faith in that. It's been proven over time. And as I say, if you watch those videos go for no, it'll help it very much clear it up in your mind. So by meeting people, this is what I'm saying we're going to do. We're going to go head over to a celebrity network marketers page, and I'm going to choose Eric Worre. The reason I'm doing this is, as I say, because we're in the home business profession, and I want to meet other people in the profession, friend them, and then build a relationship with them, build rapport, and see if at the appropriate time ask them if they're open to take a look at what we're up to. So what we do is we come over here. As you see here, he's got over 1.1 million fans or likes to his page. Very successful. He's basically the godfather of network marketing, as they say. So we come over here and look for posts that have a lot of interaction on them, like this one here. There's 332 likes. What I do is I click on that, and it's going to open up and bring up everyone that has liked that post. And over on the right hand side, it says, where it says add a friend. Obviously those people I'm not friends with, and that's what I'm looking for, but I also want them to have friends in common, because I always like at least one friend in common. The next test is I go and hover over them to see if their follow button is activated, and in this instance it is. So I right click on his name, head over to his page, and what I'm looking for now is just to see if I'm basically looking for a way to start building rapport. I don't personally, the way I'm showing you here, this is how I get people to send me friend requests. I come over to their page, I follow them, and now by doing that, he's going to get a notification that I followed him, and now I'm looking for something that I can engage with on his profile. So I'm just scrolling just to see if I can find something. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot here. Not probably an ideal candidate, and I probably am just going to leave it at that. Although he's obviously in Zumba, so I'm just going to Oh, and I can't even comment on it. So after all that, so we're just going to leave it at that and go find someone else. Come back here. See it by opening it in a new tab. I don't lose my spot here. So hover over Kate. No follow button activated. Again, no follow button activated. Right click, open in a new tab. And here we are at his page. His 5 links co-founded. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to like it. I'm not going to comment on it. I normally would comment if it was, but because it's a company brand thing, I'm not going to say that it's cool or anything like that, because then he's going to come and try and pitch me. But I'm, again, follow him, gets a notification. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just going to say agree with him here. I'm just going to say yes. We are the average of 5 people that we surround ourselves with. I'm going to tag him in here. I'm going to say yes, Omar. Really good. Tag, use the @ sign. Facebook is being weird here. Sorry, I don't know why it's jumping all over the place here. Here we go. After all that, I couldn't tag him. So I'm just going to enter that and then on to the next one. So basically what the strategy here is that we engage on their page like this, and that's going to, the theory is that they are curious as to who this person is that is liking and commenting on their stuff, and they are going to then come over and to check us out, and that's proved to be the case. As I showed in yesterday's training, by the time before we had got done with the training, people that we had done this very thing to had sent through friend requests. So we'll go back again to find the next one. Here's a nice one with 109 friends in common, so that's perfect. Hit the follow button, and I'm just going to click on her post, her header, and say, wow, that looks beautiful, man. So, wow, beautiful photo. I'm going to tag her in there. Chris, Julian. Hopefully this will let me. There we go. So again, the reason I tag her there, because she gets a notification that I've commented on her header. Also, because I followed her, she's going to get a notification from that. So again, all of this is to encourage her to come check me out. So look, she's obviously in NLSP, judging by those. Then again, here I'm just going to put great video. I'm going to put her name in there, but I'm not going to tag her. Let's put her name in. That's it. So I encourage you to do 5 to 10 of these a day. We'll do one more if we can find one quickly. As I say, just work your way through, do this to 5 to 10, and it's going to keep your front end full of people to start engaging with. Because once they send you the friend request, you're in the positive position because they've sent the friend request to you. You have the choice of accepting it or not. So here's one more quickly. And as I say, you got the upper hand, so to speak, and a good percentage of people will send them through. So again, I come and check, we'll see where they are. Looks like he works at Ethiopian Centre. I don't know where it is. It could be US based though, because I'm obviously looking for people that doesn't really say, but we'll take the benefit of the doubt. Follow, and I'm just going to put cool header again. Now I use a lot of the same words and everything, but they don't know that I'm making the same comment on other people's pages. So it's repetitive to us, but it's not to them. So research. She's going to get a notification because of that, and I followed her, and we'll find another post just to comment or like on. I'm just going to put LOL because we just want to be as normal as possible. We're not being weird. We don't want to be stalky, so that's why I don't go commenting and liking on everything that they've put on here. Just a couple of posts, and ideally, we'd want to look for something that we can compliment them on, because people don't get compliments. It's rare, and it makes you stand out, and then they will come and check you out. I've had, when people do that, they come and they like a whole bunch of stuff, and the whole idea behind this is that we're in the network marketing profession. It's all about being known, and this is what we're doing. If you just come and make yourself known to 10 people a day, that's 300 people a month. It starts to compound and add up, and you think, well, what's the point of this? As I say, you'll be surprised. A certain percentage of them are going to send through friend requests, and then we engage with those friend requests and start building rapport even further. And then once they become friends, then you're in a position to ask them, whether they're open to take a look. So with that, as I say, we'll leave that there. We'll move on now to the next step, which is now go and check out our friend requests. So there's a bunch of them here that I've got to get back to. Let's just go and check these new ones. I can't remember if they came from yesterday's or not. Yeah, let's have a look here. Click on his header, and there you can see it was actually June 25th that I did it to him. So you can see he didn't reply straight away, but after a couple of weeks now, he's been checking me out, and now he's finally sent me the friend request. So that just shows, this, for all those people who say it's not working, I've been liking, it's almost coming up 3 weeks since I did that, so everyone does everything on their own time, it's just, as they say, be married to the process and divorced from the results. So what I'm going to do here is, again, I don't just accept it right away, because I don't know if he's going to engage with me, and I don't want to waste friend requests on people that don't engage with me. So he's passed the first test. So what I'm going to do is say, hey, Curtis, thanks for sending through your friend request. And I ask an open-ended question, how's everything going in your world? Also, yeah, I've just realized too, I remember, because I followed him, his stuff starts appearing in my timeline. So again, I commented on this post. I recognize that now this morning. And that again brought him back to me. So you can see what we're doing here is building relationships, and you don't do that instantly. You can see again, that as I said, because he was showing up in my timeline, and which is like we were talking yesterday, you actually have to put your hook in the water before you can get the fish to bite. So so there was one guy, that Omega, we'll go back and check that out. He was liking my stuff. Remember, we just liked his stuff. But there, just to go show you. So first of all, to get him to interact with me, I clicked the wrong button. By me engaging on his stuff, he's come through and sent me the friend request because I initially started it back on the 25th, and I commented on his thing his post because I saw it on my timeline today. And as I say, now there's the friend request. So you can see the cycle. It's a process, so when you're coming new as from a standing start, it doesn't feel like anything's happening, but it all just builds and gains momentum, so don't get despondent. And again, go watch that training, go from there. It'll change your whole mindset. So just quickly, that last one, as I say, Omar, he liked my comment on his post, so he didn't actually go to my page just yet, but I guarantee he probably will, because he's going to be like, who's this guy? That's the whole thing. It's creating curiosity. And we're doing, even though we're active prospecting, we're still using attraction marketing principles. We want to, when we reach out to people, we want to have them warmed up, and so even though the conversation process is short and to the point, it's still not abrasive and in your face and off-putting. It's we know that we're getting permission we're asking for permission whether they are open to take a look at what we got. And just like excuse me, like that waitress walking around with their pot of coffee in the diner, when people say they don't want any coffee, she doesn't get all bent out of shape and crying because you didn't want a cup of coffee. It just moves on to the next table, and that's all we do. So one more, William. Let's go check out William. Again, now if you were on training the other night, I recognize him. And I don't know why, but I did recognize him. That I thought I commented on it, but obviously not. See if I've messaged him. No message. Maybe he just looks similar to someone else. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the same message. Hey, William, thanks for sending through your friend request. And again, two reasons why we don't just accept them blanketly is, firstly, we want to make sure they engage with us, because we're looking for engaged people on our page. There's no point in having hundreds or thousands of friends that don't know or care about what you're writing about. We want engaged people, so that even if it's a small number, but they're engaged with you, that's the idea here. So I'm sort of working backwards from that, because I've got a bunch of friends that aren't necessarily, I didn't have when I was building up my friends list. I didn't know that that is what I was supposed to be doing. So again, I'm going to ask, how's everything going in your world? And then the second point is that it puts us in a postured position, because they are asking us. We're in control as to whether we accept them or not. And that's the whole idea here. How's everything going in your world? Yeah. And we'll do one more. Yeah, let's check this. Again. Okay, so we're just going to do the same message again quickly. Oh, here we go. I've already done it, sent it through. He hasn't got back to me. So you can see, yeah, he'll be on my pending list. So I'll give him that was on Sunday. If I haven't heard from him and I come across his message again, I'll leave it up there. I won't delete it. But if I come across it again, I'll send him another one just to try and engage him. And if he doesn't, I'm just going to delete the friend request, because, as I say, what's the point? So that's it. We just go through, once you just work through your friend requests. I've got a bunch here that I've got to get to. But again, it all just compounds just by working through that process. Excuse me. So now what we do is the next stage would be to go through and talk to friends that are actually, people that are already friends. On the right hand side here, you can see these names with the green dots next to them. These are people that they are friends of mine already, and they are online at the moment. So what we do is we engage them in a conversation just with a couple of opening lines. Again, there's those scripts that we use are in the file section and will soon be on that teamlifechange.org site. So you can go there and check them out. And they're literally one-liners. Like if we've had the conversation in the past, it's just something like "long time no speak. How's everything going in your world?" Something as simple as that. Or if we haven't spoken before, I just say, "It looks like we've been Facebook friends for a while, but never really spoken. So I thought I'd better fix that. LOL." And then, "How is everything going in your world?" So that's what we'll do at the end. But so now we'll go and check out people that we did that to from yesterday, because we record all our stats to keep ourselves accountable. So here's my spreadsheet. I'll scroll up to give you the headings. So there we go. This is for July. You can see there the date. The first column is the date that I approach the people. These are the names of the people we approach. If they respond, they get an X. If I ask them to take a look, they get an X in that column. And then they reply with either a yes or a no, and I record it accordingly. Y for yes, N for no. And then these are the follow-up columns, when I follow up with them, I put an X in there, and by follow-up, I either share like a corporate call, some new information, and do it in an excited fashion. But that's basically what we do here. We record all these names. So get back down to today's, and we'll continue the process. You can see that it's purely playing the numbers here. If you send out, I do 25 a day. I get a certain amount of responses, and I pretty much ask everyone that responds if they're open to take a look, and again, a percentage of no's and yeses. And it's all it is. It's a numbers game. So here we are today. Yesterday was a funny day actually, because we only didn't get any no's, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yeses yesterday. And then today, these are the people that I've gotten back to so far. So again, these are the ones that have responded. These messages were sent out last night, pretty much at this time, and we'll do some before we get done. But now what I've been doing is following up with the ones that have responded, and these are the ones that have asked if they were going to take a look, and we'll just continue that process now. So I'll just get rid of the spreadsheet, just move it across to my other screen, and get into the messages. So I'll scroll down just to make sure I haven't missed any. So you can see plenty look and just don't reply. I'm nothing special. It's just purely playing the numbers. So let's have a look here. So again, this one was one. I'll just blow it up to full screen so you guys can see it. So again, I haven't spoken to her, but just yesterday after the training, I just said, that standard line looks like we've been Facebook friends for a while, but never really spoken. So I thought I'd better fix that. LOL. How is everything in your world? Everything's great. How are you doing? It's good to hear from you. So I'm going to say, I go to my scripts, because I just use the same thing pretty much all the time. So pleased to hear you are well, Barbara. Always try and use their name where you can, because people like their name. Makes it look, and I always split it up as well. So it doesn't look copied and pasted. And then I'm going to go straight into my asking them to take a look, because as I said yesterday, the reason here is we've reached out to them out of the blue, and I'm basically addressing the elephant in the room. This is why I've contacted you. So I'm asking her with it, I'm not throwing it in her face. I'm merely telling her why I've started this conversation, and is she open? Again, I'm breaking the text up so it's not like this big copy and paste thing. Of course, now I've got to go back and put it on my spreadsheet. So Barbara, so there I just give her an X because she responded and an X because I asked if she's going to take a look. If for some reason I feel that it's inappropriate to take a look or ask them, I don't, and that way at least I know that they've responded, and then I'm either in a, like, some conversations need to be engaged a bit further, but others are more direct. So let's have a look at this one. Pull up. Again, it was just this, no, haven't spoken before, not bad, just tending to a flock of wild, crazy birds that the loves of my life. So you see, now when I've got a lot of my friends are all parrot people, and by that I mean that we're friends because we've got a similar or common interest in parrots. So when you're making friends, look for people that you've got something in common with, so that you can have genuine conversation. So I'm going to go back and grab my scripts. Share that you are well, Dennis. Remember, everyone likes to hear their name. Now I'm going to put something in a bit different here because she's talking about the birds. And I say, what am I going to say? She's talking about, she's looking after wild and crazy birds. I'm going to say, yes, it certainly makes you wonder who owns who. Oh, well, I'm going to put, I often want who owns who. LOL. She didn't ask me, she didn't say, and how are you, or anything like that. So now I'm just going to go straight in and ask. Tell her why I'm basically contacting her. Oh, I forgot to delete it there. So anyway, I did what I shouldn't do, but anyway, it's cool. It's gone as one message. So again, I'm just going to bring my spreadsheet over. It was Janice. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. And two X's, one for responding and one for asking. And on to the next one. So let's get rid of that. Just keep scrolling down so I don't miss all my messages. So yeah, are these products for birds? So let's have a look at that conversation. There's one thing where you, what did I say? Again, that was this, haven't spoken before, and I went there, so I sent it out on the 14th. Then I replied, busy is good, and wanted to let you know. And she's asking if it's for the birds. I don't know how she got that. It's always talking about lose weight and help you sleep better. So I'm just going to say hi, Cheryl. I'm going to say these are actually people products. Put in make a joke of it. People let's LOL. And again, I'm going to ask her again, are you open to take a look? See what happens. And here we got one. Let's have a look here. So this one, that was back in 2015, talking about parrots. So this was, haven't spoken since October last year. So I just said, long time no speak. How's everything going? She's hot, really hot. I suppose you're used to that. And sure enjoys the post. I see here. There's one thing I've also noticed by reaching out to people, like I have been doing consistently. The people that you don't really recognize, but I've been really surprised at how many have said that they enjoy my posts, which is, you just don't even think people are seeing them because they don't necessarily like and comment on them, but people are seeing them. So it's, for those that are producing content, keep doing it. So I just said, sure enjoy your post, you're helping me. So there you go, that's cool. And I said, the heat, you're talking about the heat in Florida, and I'm so pleased to hear that you like get some value. And then I just went straight into it. I wanted to let you know, would you be able to have a look? And she goes, yeah, okay. So I'm going to say, cheers, Lois. There you go. And then I'm going to go get my link, my handy link, and I'm going to paste it in here. Get rid of that. And look forward to your thoughts. So now what I need to do is get on there, and I'm going to add it to my list. That way I can send out posts that only these people see. And then I'll go to my spreadsheet. And where this, if anyone knows how to put a search function on a spreadsheet, I'm all ears. Because they don't necessarily reply back, the day of. Let me just go see that. When did we? So that was. I sent that message on the 11th. So there, look at that. See, I've sent that message on the 11th, and she got back to me like at 11 o'clock, 20 to 11 last night. So that just goes to show you. So that's, it's almost a week. And no wonder I couldn't find it. So now I can go on my. So would people just come back in their own good time? So now I can go on the 11th. I don't see her here. See if it was recorded the day before. There it is. She said yes. You can see how it's really cool keeping these records like this. It not only keeps you accountable, it gives you a good visual of how things are going, and it's reassuring to see them. You see how many people do get back to you, and hey, it feels like a lot, but if you can actually see it and verify it, then it's pretty cool. So that's it. So on to the next one. But you can just see that's encouraging, for those that people who haven't had replies yet. Just see it can take time. Let's have a look at this one. Again, we haven't spoken before. Fur and feathers here. Life is good. So I don't know what that means. So I'm just going to say, glad to hear you are well. I'm just going to do a smiley face. And then I'm going to just go straight into it because, you know, just because it's not much of a conversation there. And that's the reason I'm getting in touch. I wanted to let you know. So there we go. And with Buddha Wolf, I'm just going to quickly check. I'm not going to drag it over, put you guys through all that. Marked off on the spreadsheet, and we'll go and do one more. So again, you can see these are all been cold conversations. Another one, Facebook friends. Nice to meet you. I'm fine, thanks. How are you? So again, standard issue script. So paste it in. Glad to hear you're well, Susan. And because she asked, everything's great, mine too, thank you. And straight into the script. So you can see it's, you know, it's nothing clever. As Jim Rohn says, master the mundane, you get wealthy. So if you prepare to do this, you know, it's just, oh hell, I did it again. Talking, I can't multitask, but it's done. So Susan Hillard, I was going to mark it off on my spreadsheet. And we'll do one more. See what this one says. She reached out to me in January. Thought I was Australian, but I'm Kiwi, and hadn't spoken, so I just went long time no speak. It's a little cool this time of year because she was asked what part of New Zealand I'm in. I said I don't miss, and I told her I'm actually in Florida, and then I went straight into it. I wanted to let you know, blah blah blah. Would you open to have a look? And she goes, oh, did you move or are you visiting? I'm not looking for any health close at the moment. So yeah, that's cool. I'm just going to say, yes, we moved here a couple of years ago. Moved here a couple of years ago. And love it. Smiley face. And then I'm just going to go and get my other script for thanking her because she gave me a no. Got my no. So again, paste it in. No problem at all, Nikki. But you can see, you know, she, even after she said no, she asked another question. So no bridges burned. No, you know, you see there. She was asking another question and then she tells me that. So, you know, it's just a friendly conversation. She's not interested and I'm not offended, you know. It's like I tell her that go for a certain number of no's each day, and I really appreciate you helping me out. And then, thanks to Megan, I now ask the big referral question: would you happen to know anyone else who might be interested in taking a look? And that's, I've had a few people come back with that now, so definitely, and glad that I've added that in now too. So I'll go back over to my spreadsheet and mark down my no for the day. Oh, I can't find it right now. So I will, anyway, that's enough of that. So we've got a few minutes left. So what we'll do, so that's basically how we just keep following through. So I'll just go back through and I'll be catching up with everyone else here. Those are all the responses. Here's another one. Yes, I'll have a look. So I'll just keep working my way through, and so it'll complete my thing for the day. But because I keep reaching out, you can see how you just keep the funnel going. I'll actually stop sharing and come back for the last few minutes. So there, from that, you can see, yes, that by, as I say, going through the process of meeting people, engaging them in conversation and accepting the friend request that you feel that you want to accept, then, you can ask those that, at the appropriate time, whether if they're able to take a look. And, as you saw, there one instance there that was, they came back a week later. I've had some come back like 3 weeks later. The other day, yesterday, I had someone come back for after a year for, when I was asking them if they wanted to get on my newsletter, they came back just with their email, and it's when it's in their own time frame. But because we do this consistently on a daily basis, you've got some coming back every day, and that's when it gets fun, where you've got all these different conversations going, and you can keep track of them by using the spreadsheet. That way I know who said yes. It's easy for me to now go and only go to those ones and send them follow-up messages, and just keep on top of them, and keep because it's proven that 60% of all sales are made on the 5th or more contact or exposure. So it's definitely a numbers game. It's just a matter of consistently working way through it. If I'll just quickly look in the chat to see if there's any other questions. If anyone wants to type in any questions, I will. Jose spotted me in a few people's. He says in the chat that he's seen a couple of my comments on people as he's going through. So good to see the exposure that gets you too. So if you're doing the same thing, other people are going to see you around the place too. So it's networking. That's all we're doing here is networking. So it's all the process. So no other questions as such. Just reading through that I haven't missed anything. Doesn't look like it. Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, that's basically it. Now, there's one thing that I forgot to do in the beginning that I'll just show you quickly now, and that is when your new people come on board. This is what we want to do: is you send them to your replicated site and close that video out, and come up here to the reward section and click on this, and then come down to this fast start here, and this basically tells you what you've got to do to earn your bonus. If you, and they're worth earning. You get $400 for this one, $400 for that one. So have a read through this. show your new people, so that gives them a goal to get started with, and you've got to do this in the first couple of weeks to earn these goals. But like for this one, it's only two customers and 2 promoters, so pretty easy to do. And the same over here, to double that, you just basically get 4 promoters and 4 customers, and you'll get, you know, $400 each time. So good little thing to point your new promoters to give them some motivation. I mean, these only your time for your 2 weeks only starts once you activate and activate yourself. And by activate, I mean get yourself an auto ship, but that's explained in the startup video. So I just wanted to quickly, Doug, now I probably realize now, just by saying that, you're looking at my face. I didn't share my screen. Sorry, I will just quickly show. I just realized that's here it is here. Where am I? So basically what you do is come up to your replicated site, come here to the rewards, click on that, come down here, click on that, and it's this one here, the bonuses. Click on that, learn more, and that'll take you to this page here where it gives you the breakdown of what you have to do. So as I was saying, you get $400 for this, and you just have to get 2 customers and 2 promoters, and double that, you just need to get 4 customers and 4 promoters. So do that in your first couple of weeks. Well worth chasing those bonuses. So I just wanted to quickly run that by you. I'll stop sharing again, and I should have done that, as I say, at the beginning when I was going through the setup process. So that's it, everyone. Unless there's any other questions coming up quickly in the chat, I'm going to call it a day there. Hopefully you got some value from this. Once again, as I say, we do this every day at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get your new people here on the webinars so we can point, guide, and direct them to what they have to do to get going, and we will help them build their business as we do every day. So it doesn't look like there's anything there. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedules to come along and spend an hour with me. Really grateful. So thank you once again, and I look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow. Have a good night. Cheers.